Welcome to Deep Roots, Open Skies, a podcast dedicated to exploring the defining moments that shape our lives. I'm your host, Lakisa. Welcome back to Deep Roots, Open Skies, the podcast where we dive deep into everyday challenges and rise above them with open minds and hearts. I'm your host, Lakisa, and today we're tackling a topic that's sneakier than your neighbor's cat, microaggressions. Those pesky little jabs and offhand comments that make you feel like you just sat on a cactus. But fear not. We're going to tackle them in this episode. So try to visualize this. You're at work, sipping your latte, feeling like a boss, and someone says, "Wow, you're so articulate." Ugh, it's like being complimented on not having food stuck in your teeth. These seemingly innocent comments can sting more than stepping on a Lego in the middle of the night. And today we're going to unpack why. Microaggressions in professional settings can feel like karate attacks. They sneak in through assumptions and stereotypes. You know, like when someone says, "You're great at math for a woman." It's the kind of compliment that makes you want to give them a high five in the face with a chair. Yeah, I'm from Montgomery. These comments might seem trivial, but they can pile up faster than my online Amazon shopping cart, affecting our mental health and relationships. They cause stress, anxiety, and even depression, like being pecked by 1,000 ducks. Individually, they're small, but together, they can bring you down. And at home, it can lead to tension where you might bottle it all up and then snap over something silly, like your partner leaving the cap off the toothpaste. So how do we respond without flipping tables or chairs? Here's the game plan. Stay calm and take a moment to breathe before responding. Address the comment, not the person, by focusing on the specific words rather than attacking the speaker. So how do we handle microaggressions at home? It starts with creating a safe space for open dialogue. Talk to your family about what microaggressions are and why they matter. Encourage everyone to share experiences and feelings without judgment. See, this understanding can help prevent misunderstandings and foster a supportive environment. When living with someone who has been dealing with microaggressions, it's important to offer your support and understanding. Listen actively to their experiences and validate their feelings. Avoid dismissing their concerns and instead work together to find ways to address the issues. Encouraging open communication can help them feel valued and heard. It's creating a more harmonious home life. Focus on using I statements to express how certain comments make you feel. For example, "I feel hurt when" can open up a conversation rather than spark a conflict. Educating gently and setting boundaries about what's acceptable can also help maintain harmony at home. Now, in professional settings, hear the game plan. This is what you should do. Stay calm and take a moment to breathe before responding. Address the comment again, not the person, by focusing on specific words rather than attacking the speaker. And again, use those I statements to express how the comment made you feel, like, "I felt uncomfortable when you said that." Seek clarification with questions like, "What did you mean by that?" to prompt reflection. Educate gently about why the comment is problematic and, if necessary, set boundaries about acceptable language. To foster more awareness in our circles, start by having open conversations. Share your experiences. Ask questions. And truly listen. I mean, listen. because it's amazing what you'll learn when you're not planning your next comeback. Building a community of understanding starts with promoting spaces where everyone feels heard and valued. And this isn't just about addressing microaggressions as they occur, but also about building an environment where empathy and respect are the norms. So you want to encourage open dialogue because this is crucial. Create opportunities for conversations where people can share their experiences and learn from one another. Doesn't matter if it's through regular meetings, workshops, or more informal gatherings like family gatherings. Now, did you know that diversity is also important with this? Celebrating diversity is equally important. Yes, it is. So actively recognize the varied backgrounds and perspectives in your life and community through cultural events and educational sessions, or by adding diverse viewpoints in decision-making processes. We can also use technology to connect and share resources by using online groups, social media groups, and collaborative tools to maintain dialogue and a support system. By leading by example, you can be a role model, showing empathy, listening actively, and advocating for those who might not have a voice. Providing resources like educational materials can further help others understand the impact of microaggressions and how to address them constructively. See, by taking these steps, we're not just reacting to microaggressions, we're actively working towards a more inclusive and understanding community. And remember, while a witty comeback can be satisfying, the real win is when we can turn a potentially negative moment into an opportunity for growth and connection. Let's keep striving to make our spaces welcoming and supportive, where everyone feels they belong. That's the kind of community we all deserve. Tackling microaggressions is like gardening. It's about plucking out those weeds before they take over your beautiful mind. Now, here are a few extra tips to help navigate those waters. Practice empathy to understand where the other person is coming from. Sometimes people don't realize the impact of their words. Keep educating yourself about different cultures and perspectives. That's where that diversity comes in. The more you know, the better you can respond. Support each other by building a network where you can discuss experiences and share advice. Research shows that regular discussions and communication about these topics can significantly reduce the occurrence of microaggressions. According to a study published in the Journey of Diversity in Higher Education, open dialogues within diverse groups can lead to greater understanding and reduced biases. So by creating these spaces, we empower individuals to reflect on their behaviors and learn from each other. Also, studies have found that empathy training can improve interactions and decrease prejudicial attitudes. Programs that focus on perspective taking have shown effectiveness in reducing unconscious biases, leading to healthier communication patterns. Let me share a personal story. I remember being in a group setting where someone from a different culture made a comment about my background. They said, "Oh, people from your culture always seem so aggressive." It was meant to be a joke, but the prejudice undertone was clear. At first, I brushed it off, thinking maybe they didn't mean it that way. But similar comments kept coming, and I realized it was time to address it. I decided to call them out, not in an accusatory way, but by sharing how those comments made me feel. I said, when you make comments like that, it feels like you're reducing my whole culture to a stereotype, and it's hurtful. This opened up a conversation where we could discuss why those remarks were problematic and how they could be more mindful in the future. This experience reinforced that addressing microaggressions is a journey, not just a destination. Every step you take towards understanding and empathy makes a difference. It's about continuously learning, reflecting, and growing from each interaction. By being open to change and willing to engage in difficult situations and conversations, we contribute to a more inclusive world. For those dealing with microaggressions or witnessing them, here are some key strategies. First, you need to stay calm. Take a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts before responding. See, reacting impulsively can escalate the situation, and it can only make it worse. Use those I statements. Express your feelings without blaming others. For example, I felt uncomfortable when you said that because... Seek clarification. Ask questions like, what did you mean by that? To encourage reflection and understanding. Educate gently. Share why the comment might be problematic and offer insight into its impact. Set boundaries. Calmly set boundaries about acceptable language and behavior. Build support networks because you want to surround yourself with supportive individuals who understand and respect your experiences. Practice empathy. Try to understand where the other person is coming from. You'll find sometimes people don't realize the impact of their words, but the person that had dealt with me and my culture in my personal statement, they understood. Lastly, keep educating yourself. Stay informed about different cultures and perspectives. The more you know, the better you can respond. And remember, addressing microaggressions is not about confrontation, but about creating opportunities for growth and understanding. See, by doing so, we can foster environments where everyone feels valued and respected. And what I've learned from my personal experiences, I've learned that vulnerability can be powerful. When we share our stories, we not only eliminate the effects of microaggressions, but also invite others to reflect on their own behaviors. Each time I've confronted a microaggression has opened the door to deeper understanding and conversations, allowing me to connect with others on a more meaningful level. These moments have reinforced my belief that empathy is a two-way street. As I learn to articulate my feelings, I also encourage others to examine their perspectives. See, it's a continuous cycle of growth that not only strengthens my resolve, but also helps cultivate an atmosphere of understanding and respect for all. So if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and join the conversation on our social media. Share your thoughts and stories. I'd love to hear how you're navigating these waters. Until next time, keep your roots deep and your skies open. Catch you later. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Deep Roots, Open Skies. Until next time, embrace your journey and keep exploring the possibilities.